Okay. Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 28 of the year 2023. And this is from the 10th to the 16th of July, and it is based on Moon's interaction with all the other planets. And absolutely very important to check your moon also, if at all this moon is having a good connection with the transit moon, that day is good for you. So these are all the interpretations based on the interaction of moon with the transit planets. That is how we can do. I can't do the individual horoscopes, right? So check yourself what dasha you are in. If there is a transit position of a particular planet in a negative house, dusthanas, so it might just, give you some upheavals here and there. But if it is in a good transit, if the dasha lord is forming a good connection, a trinal connection, or a Kendra connection. So this is a good transit. Okay. Now we have Mercury's ingress in the Pushya Nakshatra from the 10th to the 17th of July, the highlights of this week. Jupiter is going to be in Virgo Navmansha from the 10th of July till the 6th of August. See, I do take Navmansha positions of the planets because it is actually going to be helping you understand the transits better. And then Rahu Ketu will be also in the Taurus Scorpio Navmansha from the 8th of July. It has already happened until the 13th of August. Mercury will be in Gemini Navmansha from the 12th to the, Mars will be in the Gemini Navmansha from the 12th to the 17th of July. So these are all very important ones. And then Moon will be ingressing in 3 signs of Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So in the sign ruled by Mars, that is 11th, 12th, it is going to be in Rahu Ketu axis conjunct Jupiter, and is going to be in trine to Venus and Mars, and going to be aspected by Saturn. So Aries sign is actually, having a lot of configuration, a lot of, it's a happening house right now, because there are planets which are, going to be impacting us somewhere or the other, even more wherever our Aries sign is, our Leo sign is, our Sagittarius sign is, because they are the triangle houses, and the opposite house, that is Libra as well, because Ketu is posited there. We have from the 13th to the 14th, Moon is going to be exalted in the sign of Taurus. And then we have lastly Gemini sign, where there is a new moon also happening, and Gemini has in trine to itself Ketu and Saturn also, and Sun is seated there. Sun will be changing after a day by the end of the week to the next sign ruled by Moon, that is Cancer. So Gemini from the 15th to the 17th. So these are the transit positions. Now I have to tell you, every time I have to tell you something unique, something different. You see, when Moon is going to be in the Aries sign on the 11th, 12th, this is the 17th time this Moon is going to be conjunct Rahu. Because Rahu, if you will go back and see, since March, Rahu has transited through the sign of Aries. So you people have experienced or maybe welcomed this Rahu in Aries sign since past 17 times when Moon has conjunct this Rahu. So you will feel the enhanced results of this Rahu energy when Moon ingresses and touches upon this Rahu. So this week also it is going to be touching upon, and till the time Rahu is in the sign of Aries, it is going to be the 21st time. Last, when Jupiter, when Rahu is leaving the zone of Aries, so it will be completing 21 times of conjunction of Moon and Rahu. So this is something, you must see, because Moon actually is considered to be having, we say the nodes of the Moon, isn't it? Because these are the points which are actually intersecting whenever eclipses happen. So that is also, they come in one line. Moon, Rahu, and Ketu, of course, after say it ingresses in Libra sign. So in Libra sign, it is going to be the 18th time when this Moon will be this month conjunct Ketu. So you can imagine how important is Moon Rahu conjunction. That means baby is born during these 2 quarter days. So you can imagine how for 36 times Rahu and days, we can say in all, this Rahu and Moon conjunction has happened. and Ketu as well. So that is the reason when Moon Rahu conjunction is happening again for the 17th time. So you will be experiencing a little mellowing down effect of this Moon and Rahu, because when it is going to be really, at the peak, like 10th time or 15th time, now it is going to be like a leaving Rahu and Moon conjunction. It's like that. But Moon and Rahu will conjunct every time, because in every sign, and Moon is the only planet which will conjunct all the planets in 27 days. Rahu Ketu one time, Saturn maybe, of course, Saturn Sade Sati, happens 3 signs. So Saturn is actually the main planet when Moon is ingressing. So babies born during the time when Moon is in Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, they will feel the results even more. So this is something, a short tutorial, I always share. So you will be experiencing the results of this Moon for the 17th time this month. And this is like a going down effect now. So you can relax and chill. So till the time you must be feeling that, if at all you have, Aries in those sthanas, 6, 8, 12 houses. So you will feel that this result is felt even more when Moon is ingressing in Aries sign. So that's coming to an end. So why the background is such? Because I'm traveling. As you all know, the ones who have booked a reading, they know that I am traveling and I'm, postponing all the readings. So you can have a private consultation with me because, suppose I'm giving a remedy to you all that plays something in this direction. Okay. Suppose you are not, you are looking for a childbirth. So I will give you the remedies related to the childbirth. So I will try to establish something related to a child in your house. So that will be a remedy. But in your personal case, where it has to be placed, that remedy depends upon your personalized reading. So when you say that, you have to place a picture of a child, or you have to place some baby clothes in a particular direction, you bring them home at least. In general, you bring them home. So you will have some good news coming your way. But if you really want to have a child, if there is a promise in the horoscope, so this reading will help you understand which direction you have to place that baby products. Okay, those baby products, where you have to place them. Suppose you want to buy property, so you have to put up a village scene. Okay, but which direction? That will be a personalized reading. Okay, so you can bring this to your house any which ways. It will help you. If you are having some stuck up problems related to purchasing of property and land, or any dispute, that will get resolved, or maybe to say 10 to 20% if you bring that particular object at home, that picture, that scenery of a village. But where to place it, that is what I do. I use the practical remedies. Chants and all, only when there is a combination in the horoscope, you should take it out. Because, the general chants we can do, but, when it is a particular horoscope reading, you have to go in for the particular chants only. And if I am Dikshit for that particular chant, means I have done myself over 1,25,000 that chant. I have mastered that chant. Only then I am eligible to donate that chant. People say that do this chant, do that chant, the astrologers, on YouTube, they will say, or you will go to an astrologer, they will say that do this chant. But please do ask them, have you mastered this chant? This is something that, I don't want my audience to be befooled. I don't want them to experience the negative results of the chanting. Okay. So you should take a Diksha from a Dikshit Pandit. Okay. And whatever remedies I give, they are practical and doable remedies. All across the globe, people are doing and experiencing the results. I can assure you that at least 70% relief you will get if you do that remedy, I can't change destiny. I'm not Lord Brahma. But I can help you cushion. If there is a fall, you can just have that cushion underneath. That's what the remedies help. You are supposed to go in for a surgical process or tablets will do. The doctor only has to decide, isn't it? So how big and grave is the problem? So are the remedies set accordingly. Why I'm explaining all this? Because, people think that if we are going to do this and we are not experiencing any results, so it's because you are doing the remedies which are very generic. So remedies have to be specific, and I can assure you planets do maneuver, planets do start playing a role in your life wherever they are placed and giving negative results. At least they minimize the negatives. All right. So let's not talk more. Yes, we do have a new moon. New moon starts on the 16th of July, 10:08 p.m. till the 17th of July, 23:59. So this is in Cancer sign and in Punarvasu. Okay. So we must, in Punarvasu Nakshatra, so that means you are going to be doing something repeatedly. Punarvasu is a nakshatra which is like Punar, like it's Punar Janma, as we say, right? So it's Punarvasu. So you must actually start doing things, twice, or maybe you can, be multifaceted during this time. So new moon is always the end of something and beginning of something new. Okay, so this is a very beautiful time, of course. So these are our live sessions. In a flow, I speak a lot. I speak whatever I have learned, I impart that, and something different and something new every time. It is very essential that we don't keep anything to ourselves. We are actually, astrologers. With an open mind, we should be on this platform, and we should actually convey the right thing at the right time to the audience. And my main goal is that astrology should reach every household, whosoever deserves it to be learned, so that, you are at least doing something related to our Vedic culture. You're taking it ahead, the lineage ahead. All right. Not everybody can do it, of course. But yes, most of us actually are at least till the time Saturn has ingressed in Aquarius sign. I have seen people have this interest, and Jupiter in Aries, people have developed this interest in astrology even more. So I have seen that, if earlier it was 10% of people who were astrologers, now it is 50% who have actually become astrologers or learning astrology, but you have to do the right karma. Don't spoil the subject, in a negative manner. Anyways, people will say that she talks a lot, doesn't share the predictive. Okay, so let's start with Aries first. And yes, so these are based on ascendant, moon. Let me write it all for you, because, my audience is at times becoming like a kid, small kid. Ascendant, and there are new astrologers also, new ones also. Okay, so we can say or and Dasha sign. Okay, Dasha sign and Antradasha also, Antradasha. Okay, so this is what we are going to be doing the predictive. So what is Dasha sign? Make your Dasha Lord. Suppose you have a Mercury in Sagittarius and your Antradasha Lord is Ketu, which is in Scorpio. So make Scorpio your ascendant. First see from Sagittarius also, and then see from Scorpio. Reading has to be, even if you are Taurus rising, Gemini rising, see from Scorpio. You will experience the results, and see where the planets are ingressing from Scorpio, and where are your natal planets seated in your chart from Scorpio also. So that is how you will get the results. What planets are forming a connection? Are they forming a trinal connection? Are they forming 2-12 relationship? Are they forming 6-8 relationship? All that depends in your personal reading, of course. Okay. So if you can't read your horoscope yourself, it's better not to read it though, because you will get biased, because you'll be picking up from here and there and you'll be reading your horoscope and you will land up into a confused state of mind. So it's better to book a reading. September slots are open. Second week, September slots are open. So please drop an email to VL Astrology. Let me write it here, because people are VL Astrology 24 gmail.com for September bookings. Okay. So these are the, one sec. Okay. No. Okay. So this is my email. So you can drop an email to my team and they will instantly contact you and they will tell you what all the slots available, what are the slots available. Okay. Everybody's, I think, doing that, publicizing them, isn't it? But yes, it's not just the money-making racket here. Okay, so for Aries natives, Moon is going to be transiting your first, second, and third houses. That means the cycle is beginning now. So this is like the initiation of something which is going to enhance and uplift you education-wise. UK people use education. Somebody pointed out, so I'm using the word education also is correct. Education is also correct. So Moon is going to be ingressing your first house first on the 11th and the 12th. So here it's going to be in Rahu Ketu axis for the 17th time. It's going to be conjunct this Rahu. It's going to conjunct Jupiter. It's going to be in trine to Venus and Mars. It's going to be aspected by Saturn. So here, you are going to be experiencing many things, some new education plans, some new travel plans you're going to be making. Also, your Lagnesh is in trine, so you are going to be very enthusiastic and you'll be encouraging others as well as yourself to take a leap further. You might just change your personality, your persona, your looks, appearance, you might be thinking and working on. And you will be little uneasy while making decisions also. You can be very materialistically spiritual during this time because we have a Rahu-Jupiter conjunction. So you might be learning some higher studies, which are very unconventional. Unconventional, what you follow the path, it's not going to be that kind of a path. Also, we have Venus and Mars in your 5th house. So this is, again, a very positive time for you because you are going to be starting some new relationship, getting involved in children's affair or progeny also on cards. Progeny means childbirth. When ingress means transit. Okay. So when Moon is going to be in the 2nd house, you will be concerned about your money matters. Maybe you will be worried about your health and you might visit somebody at the place of work who needs some support and help from you. And you will be very practically making some decisions at the workplace as well. This will bring about some change also. Maybe you are thinking already of quitting the job, but please make sure that you have a job in hand, just not because we are told, so we must leave the job. No, you will quit the job only when you have it in your hands. And this is the time to reflect and reassess your projects, whatever is on hands job. So you are going to be reassessing this week. It's a very beautiful time, actually, to start something new, conversations, communication, short journeys. By the end of the week, you're going to be putting that kind of effort also. When you are putting the effort towards that direction where you want to reach, so this is definitely going to be a successful endeavor. This is not going to go down the drain. Don't worry about it. So you are going to be having some kind of, tug of war between, your spiritual self and your material growth also. So you're thinking how you can be, more inclined to make money, but at the same time, ethically. But you are offered some unethical means and you're getting, in that zone where you're thinking, 2 times, whether I should, I shouldn't. Don't get influenced by the, the situation, which is too good to be true. Not a good idea. Also, Saturn is asking you to reflect at the workplace. Maybe there are certain projects you have actually not paid attention to. So this is the time to see, redo. As it is, this new moon is going to be in Punarvasu Nakshatra this time. So you have to, that is from the 16th, it's going to start. So this week is till the 16th itself. 16th night, new moon starts, the Amavasya. So you will get that kind of inclination towards home, family. You might be redoing your place also on the 16th, especially, 16, 17, especially. So if you have any tasks which you have not completed, you will complete, and you should actually. And in case you want to connect with your siblings, your neighbors, taking help of theirs. So all that is also getting triggered up. See, because you have a connection of Sun, Ketu, and Saturn in trine, and Jupiter is also in the Lagna. So this is a beautiful time to connect with the influential people. Whatever government related jobs you are thinking of completing, you should actually connect with them and just get it finished. It's going to help you only. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. If I'm not able to do the timestamps, please pardon me, because the video gets a little late to upload these days. They're long videos. So if you can do it, I'll be really grateful. So you have to write intro at 0000. Only then the the timestamps work. So for Taurus natives, this moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses this week. So when it is going to be in the 12th house on the 11th and the 12th, so you will have a lot of inclination towards intuition. You will have some intuitive, or you will have some subconscious working more. So there are certain tasks that you are doing in your mind. So when you're doing, you're very innovative, you're very much inclined towards imaginative view. So you will have many ideas working through. Some connections which were lying, stale, pending, you might just get into that zone to connect with your own self, introspection time, and reflect. This will help you understand your surroundings better. If you are sensitive enough, so you get to understand people better. So this is actually going to start with that note. You might be working on a presentation, too much workload is there. You're just working in isolation. Basically, 12th house is the house of isolation, but Aries sign is there. Aries sign means that you're going to be very innovative. You're going to be starting something, but in isolation. So maybe that idea, that just comes up suddenly, and you just want to put it forward, and just on the pen, on the paper, take it and just draw it out. If you are a poet, you write a poetry, that kind of a feeling you will, or that kind of situation you will experience during this time. Also, Rahu is there, so it's a foreigner. So you might just be moving away from your country or your place, or you're traveling, or your siblings, are traveling. So you are just going to say bye-bye and see them off. For education purpose, because Jupiter is also there, being the 8th lord in the 12th house. So this is definitely very positive for stocks, shares as well. And there is a beautiful combination which is happening in your chart in the Kendra with Venus and Mars there. So it is definitely a very positive time for a house change, job change. Maybe you are thinking of starting a new project, new business proposal you're going to be getting as well. There is a new moon happening in your 2nd house. You will be actually starting some new business for that reason also, because new moon means there is a new beginning. 17th onwards, you will start something new. Sun is as it is going to be leaving the zone and will be transiting your Cancer sign at that time. So it's on the verge of changing signs when this new moon starts. So you are going to be in that, you might just take the help of the right kind of people. You will maybe connect with your family members, your father, or your spouse, or your partner, who will help you understand the financial matters, budget planning, etc. You're going to be doing as well. So this is a good time for you to do all of that. Also take care of your eyesight. You might just, poke your eye and you get that sore eye. So be careful about that. And you will be having a lot of salt intake this week. So cut down on salt intake also. And maybe somebody is in the hospital. You're going to be visiting and meeting that person. And maybe you're going to be helping out with some monetary, support also to your relatives. That is something that you have to do it unconditionally, because you will not be getting that money back. So you might be just giving some kind of charity, doing some kind of charity or donations to somebody who needs during this time. Also, there is a Mercury transit, though I have to make that video. Ketu's Chitra's transit, I have to make that video as well. But yes, this is definitely a very positive time for you to start something new, education plan, as well as your investments also. This is a good week for student natives as well. Okay, some competition success can be anticipated because Mercury is in the 11th places away from the 5th house. Good for romance, good for communication or proposing that person you're dating. So this is a very, very, very positive time because your fifth lord is in 11th house from there. So it is fulfillment of desire time, also related to education, related to student natives, related to progeny, related to romance. Okay. So these things are going to flourish. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, and first houses this week. So Aries on the 11th, 12th, Taurus on 13th, 14th, Gemini on the 15th to 17th. So this will definitely be bringing about connectivity with the community you move around in. More people, more the merrier kind of a situation you're going to be experiencing. You might be going out dining, you might be meeting your friends, old friends you will be connecting with. This is the 17th time since Rahu has transited in the sign of Aries. So whenever Rahu and Moon are together, definitely it brings about wealth to you. Some money will flow in. And for 2 quarter days, enjoy this transit of Rahu Moon conjunction because this is definitely going to upgrade you. And you may be making or laying some foundation during this week. Some foreign connections might just trigger also. Foreign income will flow in also. Exalted Moon in the 12th house this week. You might be in that introspection, rejuvenation, connecting with your own self mode also. You might come across somebody from the overseas that might just, you might just get elated, or you might just experience the best of the best feeling during this time. Connection with some foreigners are going to help you understand your own self also. Maybe, your partner you will be meeting, coming across that person, you are expecting to. Also, there is a possibility of a house change, a job change, or connecting with your superiors this week. There is a presentation lined up. You're going to be discussing all of that. Or maybe, you're going to be upgrading your place or dwelling place also. There is a new moon in your first house. So this is a new moon in your second house, which is on the 16th in Punarvasu Nakshatra. On the 16th night, this new moon starts. So this might just be bringing about some major breakthroughs as far as your financials are concerned. You're going to be uplifting your verbal communications also, upscaling your skills, and you're thinking of bigger picture now. You're going to be not confining yourself to the work, the mundane job that you're doing. You're going to be changing your thought process also. This is not that great a week for your love relationship. Maybe you will be having some kind of dilemma as to maybe you have two people to choose from. That is also quite likely this week. So you are in that dilemma whether I should stick on to this one or the other one. Okay. So for that, the clarity that you want, you should actually, sit in meditation for just 2 minutes. You will get the answer. 2 minutes is also too much. Just in a minute, you will get it. When you close your eyes and connect with the divine wholeheartedly, I can assure you, any kind of a problem or any kind of dilemma, you are on the crossroads, 100% you will get that clarity. So the first thought that you get, the gut, that is something that you should listen to. Especially if your moon is strong, this works like a remedy, like a medicine. So any kind of decision you have to make, I have seen people just don't need anything else. They don't need any guidance from the astrologer also. And just, get the answer yourself. And that works. But you have to have that kind of faith and surrender also that you will get it. And that comes only with the passage of time. Okay. Earlier time sages used to sit like this only, just for few hours, and they used to they used to travel the whole cosmic cosmos, right? So we all have that, but it is something which we are not able to actually bring up. So we are not able to polish those. We all have it. Okay, so just do it and you see how you can become an astrologer yourself. Astrologer is nobody else but just a via media. Okay. Coming to the next sign. So this is a good week for you. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, your Lagnesh, that is Ascendant Lord, is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. So this will bring about a lot of encouragement from the workplace this week, accolades. You might just be getting that kind of appreciation you have been waiting for all sorts of job that you have been doing since a long time. So hard-earned growth, hard-earned recognition you are going to be experiencing this week. Your superiors are actually going to be changing, they're shifting out from where they are, and the maybe the department change, or the bosses will actually be shifting out from a particular career point of view, and they'll be moving into some other career also. Quite possible. You are having a lot of workload. You are going to be making presentation after presentation, meetings after meetings this week. So you are going to be really tired, of doing the job, mundane jobs. So, but at the same time, this is going to be a very uplifting kind of a period for you, because you are going to be recognized. Saturn is retrograde in your 8th house. So this brings about a lot of positive energy as far as your travels, your investments, your planning, how you can park your funds, etc., how you can do well at the workplace. All of that is going to be upgraded and uplifted. And of course, there will be a lot of clarity about whatever you're doing as well. Maybe you're going to be looking for a new job. So you will get someone who will help you out. Maybe some business plan you're also, working out, some startup or something, because from the 8th house, Saturn is retrograde and is moving, inching towards the 7th. And that's the time when you will experience a lot of positive energies also. Health issues, if at all you have been facing, you will feel better. Any kind of litigation you're involved in, you will get the relief there as well. Mars is also looking at your 5th house. So this is the time when you will be having some connection with your children. They need your help. You're going to be helping them out with the, whatever they're going through. They really need your support. So just try and help them out with that. Financially, you're going to be upgrading, and this is the time you will be taking some experts into account, their help, and you will be surely managing your funds well. Maybe you will be withdrawing some cash, and you will be paying off your loans and debts also, if you have taken some loans from somebody this week as well. So it was applicable from the last week. So this week as well, this is quite possible. Maybe there is some complication, or, there is some drainage system that, at home, you're going to be working through that as well. By the middle of the week, you'll be connecting with your community, with your friends, proposing that person you have been dating. Connection with the overseas people is also quite likely by the end of the week. There is a possibility that you leave your country and travel out, or there are some projects which you are going to be fulfilling from the overseas clients. And this is definitely going to be fetching you good amount of money also. And a lot of clarity you will get, you will be spiritually inclined. Maybe you will be visiting a place of, a religious place also this week. Quite possible. And take the blessings of your uncle, your aunts, if at all you have a good chemistry bonding with them. I don't say that, you should respect your elders, at times elders only, backstab you, I've seen. So it's just that the ones you feel, maybe they are younger to you also, take their blessings. I have a very different perspective towards respect. So when you respect even the younger one, I invited Eklavya Astrology, Hemraj. He's much younger. Maybe he's just as my son's age or my daughter's age. But there's no harm in respecting and acquiring knowledge and understanding from the younger generation. No harm. So we must respect, we must reciprocate, rather than just thinking that no, only an old aged astrologer is actually is the one we should actually just seek help and advice from. No, you can go to any astrologer who actually because you will connect with that astrologer only whosoever has a similar kind of a configuration in their chart, also in your chart. Also they have to be in that sync. So if you are supposed to be cheated by an astrologer, you will have that kind of a combination in your chart, right? So if you have that kind of a combination, that you have that kind of a mental perspective that no, we should go to an old astrologer, an experienced astrologer, so that is completely a myth these days. Young astrologers are also really doing very well in their streams, and I totally respect. So that respect is more important than respecting a wrong person who actually abuses, and who is not that, who doesn't deserve the respect. Okay, so that is Jupiter Rahu conjunction these days, which is happening in the sky, that leads to these kind of doubts. You might just, or the old age astrologers who just cheat, and that's something that is not helping them. Maybe that's their karma and they're just doing it. So let's not get into all of that. So yes, for Cancer native, somebody is asking any medical treatment this month. Dangerous dates for Cancer. Okay, see, Cancer natives, you have to avoid 11th, 12th. So 13th, 14th is a good date. 13th, 14th, if you want to go for any kind of medical treatment, you will be successful. Don't worry about it. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Leo. See, all these are general ones. So you have to see for yourself how your combination Dasha is. If Dasha is forming a bad connection, so you should not go in for any kind of treatments. Okay, for Leo natives, Moon is going to be transiting 9th, 10th, and 11th houses this week. Very good combination, which is happening in the sky this week, because you are going to be having now you're thinking of expansion, growth, travels. When you travel, you are coming out of that shell. Actually, you are confined to just that kind of a knowledge, which actually might not be a practical knowledge. Now is the time you will be experiencing the practicalities and the underlying impacts of the nature and the subject that you are learning. Moon is going to be connecting with this Rahu for the 17th time. So it is actually mellowing down now the impact of Rahu and Moon conjunction. Jupiter is, as it is moving ahead, like nobody. He doesn't have any business with Rahu any longer. So this is also very, very positive for Jupiter as well as Moon this week. And there is a possibility that you are going to be, meeting a potential partner. Maybe you're going to be moving to an exotic place. You're traveling to for vacation. Or maybe, student natives are going to be traveling overseas, or your children, as a matter of fact, because your fifth lord is in the 9th house. So children this week will be actually getting some, at least on the 11th and 12th, as well as on the 13th, 14th, you will get some news, some good news related to your children. They are going to be moving away from you to the overseas places. Okay. For education, because Jupiter is your fifth lord in the 9th house in transit. Also, there is a possibility of a startup. If you're thinking of any kind of health issues you have been experiencing, you will get relief on the 13th and the 14th. This is definitely going to be helping you upgrade yourself at the workplace. Maybe people will recognize your job. People will be giving you all the accolades and appreciations this week. Your workload is going to increase and you're going to be learning something different, something new. from your background. You're going to be working in the backdrop, in the background. You're not going to be in the limelight. Also, there is a new moon in your with sun moving into the area in the Cancer sign. So it starts on the 16th. On the 16th night, the new moon starts, and it is still the time when new moon is in your on the junction of your 11th and 12th houses. So this means that your friends might be actually helping you out with whatever your complications you're going through. They might just come to your rescue. There might be some changes that you'll be experiencing in your personality. You might just isolate yourself to nourish yourself. At times we need that break, right? So by the end of the week, you will be having all of that. 15th to the 17th especially, you will experience something which gives you that, from inside, from within, that, no, I am having this potential to do much more. I have that. So you have to uplift yourself and understand yourself first. When you understand your potential, you think that you have that power to do things, then you modify yourself, right? So this is a good time for meeting a potential partner, physical relationships. See, there is no harm in keeping the physical relationship related if you are lacking behind. So you should place those things which are, like a condom or something in a place, or a picture of, two partners, or maybe two people together. So you should place it in the right place. But for that, you have to seek help of an astrologer. So at least I can tell, if there is a lack of that marital bliss. So I tell them that you place something like these items, somewhere where, your Venus or Mars or other planets are placed, or the Dasha Lord is placed, so that, we are balancing it out. I have seen with the passage of time, the marital bliss, the sexual pleasures, they just keep going down, they mellow down. So to rejuvenate or reinvent yourself and your relationship, we must actually do these kind of remedies from time to time, so that there is obviously there is a biological need everybody has, and this is something which will actually help you all. The reading, personal reading, helps in these occasions, in these matters a lot. And with the stress, the kind of stress we all are going through, these remedies definitely are required. So Venus and Mars are in your Lagna, so this is a very good time. You must experience the bliss, the marital bliss or the sexual bliss with this kind of a combination. Saturn is retrograde, so this definitely will enhance all of that, because if Saturn is looking at Venus and Mars, so it will mellow down the impact of Venus and Mars, the energy and the vitality and the physical pleasures, all of that will mellow down. But surely this is going to be, if you do the remedies, so definitely they can be upgraded and can improvise. So for children, I've told you this is a good week, and for financials also, and connection with your community, with your friends, meeting somebody, at the party or the, or get together. There's a likelihood you will come across your potential partner also if you're single. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 8th house, your 9th and the 10th houses. So very good time to understand the hidden talents of yours. This might just bring about the real you. Now is the time you should actually be, paying attention to your thought process, because this is the 17th time Moon is conjunct this Rahu. So there is a mellowing down impact of Rahu now, because Rahu is leaving the zone and it's going to be moving in the Pisces sign. So if you are lacking that initiation, anything which you have been thinking of doing, which is coming to a standstill, you have hindrances, obstructions, something or the other happens, confusion is there, illusion is there, delusion is there. You just put effort and it goes down the drain, wastage of money, all of that you're experiencing from a long, long time. So this week onwards, things are going to get better for sure. Jupiter is also parting ways with Rahu, bye-bye to Rahu. So this definitely is going to be helping you reinvent yourself. Okay. Any kind of new business, new job, anything which upgrades you as a person as well as in the material realms. So this week, after especially the 16th, 17th, you will experience that you are a new you. You are going to be upgrading yourself in your personality, in your persona, in your outlook, and you are going to be changing your job, which you have been doing from ages, years after years, doing the mundane jobs. Now is the time that breakthrough is waiting for you. Rahu is leaving now Aries sign. So initiation, Aries is initiation. It's gone to the 8th house. So you're going to be going in the depth of everything now. It's not going to be superficial. But at the same time, just watch out that you don't overdo things, don't get overindulgent, because it can lead to health issues. And your partner can get impacted because of that. Your partner or your people who are, in your circle, you are attached to, you might have some eyesight issue, you can have some trouble in your mouth region, speech related issues can happen. And also, you can have, this week will actually be laying the foundations to all of that as well. Even if you are a student native, some kickstarts you will be getting, because Saturn is retrograde and Mercury, your Lagnesh, is in the 11th house. So this is definitely going to be giving you some relief there, financial relief, as well as your misunderstandings that you have been going through from a long time with your partner. You're going to be sorting that out as well. This is a very good time for meeting the right kind of people, some influential people also. You might just meet up. Also, there is a possibility of travels. You might be having some guru in your life. You will be maybe attending some functions related to the guru or meeting the guru. So all of that, because moon is exalted in your ninth house. Moon gets exalted in the ninth house for you. And whenever moon is transiting your ninth house, it will trigger your connection with the siblings, with your children, a romantic association, or you will be working through your financials also. Venus is as it is with the 8th lord in the 12th house. So this will bring about quite a lot of revelations to you about your partner, about your business, about your money, finance. This might just bring about a new dimension in your life. So add it all up, and definitely a very strong and a powerful foundational week that you're heading to. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses this week. Very powerful time. You are going to be exploring the new realms now, because Moon is going to be conjunct this Rahu for the 17th time in a row since March 2022. Can you imagine? April was the time, it happened first time. So now April 2022, now it is the 17th time. That means Moon is actually not going to be experiencing too much of negative influence of this Rahu in Aries sign. So new associations, new projects, new business, travels, and also Jupiter being the 6th lord is going to be moving away from this Rahu energy. So you are going to get relief in your health, in your litigation, in your debts and the loans that you have taken. So this is definitely going to be upgrading you towards the financial growth, because Jupiter is moving and inching towards the Taurus sign. So Taurus is the sign of finance. Okay. So you are, as it is, having those inclinations. Maybe, you're already in that zone where you're planning everything related to your financials, your business, your education, you're thinking of growth now. Also, there is a likelihood that your neighbors, your siblings, your peers, they might just connect with you, your community you move around in. So this is a very happening week for you. It is going to be giving you a lot of transformation energies, and you will be actually thinking of some new things in your life, actually, new dimensions. They're opening. There is a likelihood that you will be learning new subjects, you'll be going in for some interviews, you'll be actually, quite likely that you're going to be traveling also soon. And with Saturn retrograde looking at your, from there, the 10th house, it moves backwards. So it's going to be looking at your 10th house. So some new education plans or some new projects you're going to be taking up also from the overseas. You will be connecting with the overseas people because, Mercury is in the 11 places away and in the second house from 9th and 11 places away from the 12th. So this is a very beautiful time for communicating with the overseas people. Some people who are not like you. Okay, like you means when you go to a foreign land, the color changes, the food habits change, the environment changes. So that kind of a change is an alien place, we call it. So there is a likelihood, because sixth lord is in the seventh and Mercury is the ninth and the 12th lord in the 10th house. So for work related projects, you're going to be going overseas, or maybe some education plan also you're going to be adapting. For student natives, it's a very good time for sure. And there is a new moon in your, on the 15th, 16th, 17th, there is a Gemini moon, which is your 9th house. So you are going to be having the Bhagya Udaya, because Mercury is in the 10th house and moon is going to be transiting your 9th. The Lord of the 10th in the 9th, that is the Lakshmi and the Vishnu sthanas, are getting active. So you are going to be upgrading yourself in your knowledge, learning, and financials also. Some new people will be coming into your life and will be changing your life forever. This is a very crucial and a very, very foundational week for you. Okay, as it is, moon is your 10th lord, and you like changes, you like to do, you're multifaceted, you want to make you want to do one, not just one thing at a time, you want to do 10 things at a time, and you are good at it. You can do it because you have a moon sign in your 10th house. It also gives fluctuations in your career. Okay, that's a separate subject altogether. But yes, there is a different topic altogether. In fact, when we look at the 10th house, so we have to see the 10 chart also. We have to see what all planets are there in the trine to each other, 212 to each other. So here, this is the Bhagya Udaya you're going to be experiencing, and you will be coming across the right kind of gurus, new teachers you'll be meeting also. Okay, so this is a beautiful time for you for sure. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. 6th house will now, significations of the 6th house are Roga Rin Ripu. That means your enemies are actually, have been very, very powerful. They have been, just pinning you down, and you have not been able to do that great till now. But with the 17th time transit of moon and Rahu conjunction in your 6th house, this is definitely going to improve now gradually, because after the 21st time, that is in November, Rahu and moon will not be conjunct in your 6th house any longer. So this is like, splitting away. Jupiter is as it is moving away from Rahu. So the impact is definitely very, very changeful, and it is very, very positive also. So related to your health, related to your enemies, related to competition, related to loans, litigation, etc., you're going to be getting that relief now. Because you can't slap a person who is not visible, isn't it? So till now, you were not having that clarity about your disease, your people around you, what they are thinking, how they are conspiring against you. All of that you have been experiencing till now. You have been having a rough time, but now with this kind of a configuration, you're going to be getting wiser, and you're going to be getting that, in that routine, which is definitely changing you towards better. You're going to be thinking of growth now. You're thinking about new business, new trade, You're also thinking about how you can enhance your luck, because your ninth house lord is exalted this week. So this means that it will bring about connection with the people more. Right kind of guru you might come across who will guide you through. Guru doesn't only mean that he has to be in the orange clothes, or he has to be a teacher only, or anybody who looks like a guru is a guru. No, guru can be anybody younger than you also, could be an expert in a particular field. We have good engineers around who are very, very young. We have astrologers who are very young and very, very efficient. So we cannot just write them off that they are young, they are not experienced. No, there are people who are very, very experienced in very short time. So you might come across somebody very intellectual this week, and that might change your life forever. So you are or maybe you're learning some new subjects, new courses, you're going to be joining some new classes, and you will be upscaling yourself. So this is something which you actually, when you upscale yourself, you upscale yourself and you learn more and become more knowledgeable. It's not just about the bookish knowledge. I'm talking about the knowledge that you really are looking at. Also, there can be some problems in the foreign land, in the foreign journeys this week. So take care of all of that. But at the same time, very good time for connecting with the people who are in the background, or who are dealing with the share market, trade. You are going to be connecting with them, commerce. Also, there is a possibility that you're selling your property and buying a new one, selling your old vehicle and changing to the new one, upgrading yourself again. This is a beautiful time for Punarvasu, because it is going to change you. You're going to be, Punar means redoing things. It's like, Punarjanma. So that means you're coming back to that place again. So you're starting something, or maybe doing something 2 times, or maybe you're going to be doing things in a different perspective. There are 2 perspectives to it. You try one, you fail, and then you try the other one, you fail, then you try the third one. So it's like you're getting the success after failures. It's going to come to you. But remember, also a very good time for student natives. They're going to be getting into that competition zone, and they're going to be successful, and they're going to be making good amount of money also. This is a good time for acquiring more knowledge. Children will have or will experience some kind of upliftment in their financials, in their job, upliftment at the in their education plan also. This is also a good time for pets. If at all you have pets, this is a good time for them to get a cure also, if at all they are going through something. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives this week, we have Moon transiting through your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. So this will bring about some connection with your children. Your children might be going overseas. They are already studying hard, so don't push them. Pursuing a hobby is a good idea. You must actually unwind. You have been working a lot, so you must take a break. Learn some new language, or maybe just plan a retreat. You just plan a trip to a place where you can unwind, rejuvenate yourself. This is very, very essential. You must do it. Also, there is a possibility that you get away from the bad friends, as we say, the ones who influence you negatively. You're going to be moving away from them. You will get that clarity now. Okay, this person I really don't want. This person is good. And this might just bring about some connection with the people who are influential also. You will get a lot of clarity. And spiritualism, you will be getting in that zone also now. Spirituality, you just 1 sec, let me bring that. So this might bring about some new connections, and you might just learn more. Spiritually, you will be inclined, and you will be growing as well. You might just be reading some scriptures. Tantra Vidya or Mantra Vidya, Mantra Siddhi, that is also quite possible this week. You must take it up if at all you're thinking of doing so. You will be successful. Also, there is a possibility of some journeys related to your job. Not a good time for sharing your secrets with other. It might just be the case when people backstab you. You feel a little uncomfortable because of that. Your communication should be secretive, conceal it, because you think that you trust, and then your trust is actually the breach of trust happens. So you just have to be careful about all of that. In emotions, you might just share something with somebody and then you had it. So don't share things which are going to be a little dicey for you, okay? Just don't share everything and anything to everyone. Don't trust blindly, I would suggest. There is a new moon in your 8th house, so there will be some revelations, some newness, some secret affairs, or maybe, physical pleasures you will be getting involved in. Just be careful, take all the precautions if at all you're, overindulgent in all these areas. So good for student natives also, as I said, they might be just traveling overseas and it might bring about some new changes. So just follow that strict regime this time. You can have your workload increasing exponentially. Just stay calm. Things will be definitely falling in place if you do one by one everything. So you have to take it all very easy. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. Excuse me. Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. Okay. So 4th house transit is very good for you for connecting with your family, redoing your place, selling of property, buying of property, changing your vehicle, buying a bigger one, because Jupiter is gaining that strength. Travel plans also you can make, education plans. This is a very good week to be less emotional, be more practical, because Moon in the 4th house will definitely make you very emotional about your own family, about your childhood days. At times what happens, we start thinking about our childhood days in that, and nostalgic we get, and then we start, brooding over our present. Don't do that. These memories should be, actually, they should surface only to bring about the real you, and upgrade you, or it should be, it should not pull you back. You should actually smile when you look back. It should be like that. Yes, there are bad memories also people have. So it should not impact you negatively. You should just say, thank God. Oh, thank God, I'm out of it. I'm much better off now. So any which ways, you don't have to get too emotionally bogged down when you think about your past. Okay. So that kind of an energy is going to be very, very charged up in the beginning of the week, especially. Okay. So 11th, 12th, 12 and a half day, we can say. So you must be careful about your emotions. Don't fall prey to what others are saying, because they might just tell you something which might just, it might just give you a little, maybe will make you uneasy or lack of confidence. So that is something that you don't have to fall prey to. Also, there is a possibility of any new project that you're going to be taking up this week, new connections, physical pleasures on card. Venus and Mars are in the 8th house, but at the same time, your partner might be just, going in for a new journey. He or she might be taking a new subject to study, or it could be that there is a possibility of childbirth also. Okay. There is a beautiful transit of Moon in your 5th house. So this is a good time for conception. 13th, 14th is a very beautiful time to work on your financials also. There is a possibility of a job change that you're waiting for, travel plans, or meeting the business partner that you have been looking at. Some money you wanted somebody to pump in. So somebody is going to be associated with you and who's going to be investing. So you are looking for those investors and you're going to be finding them as well. There is a possibility of lack of confidence at the place of work. So it might just bring your confidence down at times, because there are some negative people at energies at the workplace. Don't get carried away. Whatever they are saying, just ignore, because there is a possibility that you do something wrong and that it comes into limelight. So you have to be extra cautious about that. Redo it. It is the week when you have to redo certain things. Be more meticulous, be more into planning, and then do it. Okay, so you will be able to complete all of that. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is a very positive time for your children, your own health. Dhanvantri sun is in your 6th house, will be moving into your 7th house. So this might bring about some travels for your partner. For you also, there is a likelihood that you're going to be especially thinking about growth now. So this is a good week for you. Okay, just take a good hold on your financials. Seek the help of the experts before making any major decisions. This is also a good week for share market trends. You can follow all of that and you will get successful. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, this moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses this week. So this is going to be giving you some short journeys. 17th time, this moon is going to be conjunct Rahu. So it is not going to be having any, bad impact of this Rahu conjunction any longer. Jupiter is also leaving approximately 10-11 degrees apart from Rahu, so it is gaining that strength also. This is a very positive time to get married, get in association of your siblings, your peers, your friends, party time, communication skills, writing and publishing of books, all of that is there. Some spiritual pursuits if you have to follow, going to visiting a shrine, a spiritual place, all of that is getting activated now. So this is a beautiful week to start with, and you're planning bigger things now. Saturn is in retrogression, giving you good results because it is like, moving backwards in the 12th house. So you might get connected to the foreigners more, and some income growth is also evident from the foreign lands. So you can actually get into that project that you have been waiting for and gain that success. And this is also a very positive time for generating funds or investors from the overseas lands. And this week you will be experiencing some major connection, some new connections also, some new people coming into your life who will actually change your life forever. So this is a very, very important week for you. And you can be very sexually agile also this week. You might meet a potential partner if at all you are single, or in your marriage also. This is going to trigger a lot of romance and compatibility. If at all you have been experiencing coldness, so this will bring about some connection, the bliss also. And there is a new moon which is happening in your 5th, 6th houses, because it's on the cusp when Sun transits through the Punarvasu nakshatra. So this is going to be the Punarvasu nakshatra moon transit. So that is where this new moon will take place. So this is a very good time for starting a new medical treatment. If you're undergoing any kind of surgery, and you should leave aside the new moon time and the full moon time, but definitely you can go in for that surgical operation that you have been waiting for, going in for some new projects, connecting with your co-workers, discussing new projects. This is a very good time for doing so, and uplifting yourself in financials also. But you have to plan everything really well. Only then you will get that kind of success you are looking at. So you have to be very, very alert during this time. Okay, Mercury is in your 6th house. It's sort of an exalted Mercury here. So you will get to get in the details and the depth of everything, and then you will be making decisions and choices this week. So this is also a good week for your health and your, putting everything in order. Be that a spy, be that spy when you're doing things which require that kind of attention. So you have to have that spying nature. It's not that you have to become a spy or you have to spy. You don't have to be suspicious. If you're a spy, it doesn't mean you are suspicious, but you are not in that self-doubt mode. You are getting into just that nitty-gritty of everything, so that you get the right kind of decision making, rather than just superficially doing things and then just overlooking the details. So that might just bring about negativity. Okay, so you should do things which are going to give you some clarity about what you're doing. Okay, and uplift yourself that way. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your second, third, and fourth house. So this is a very positive week for this Mars is in the trine to Rahu, Moon, and Jupiter. Okay. And Jupiter is your Lagnesh. So this is going to give you a lot of energy and zeal to do things and to make money out of money, connect with your family, connect with your sibling, connect with your uncles and aunts, and start something new, startups, something that you have been thinking of doing from a long time. So this will give you those energies also. Rahu and Saturn are on the either sides, but remember, this Moon is in the Rahu Ketu axis for the 17th time. So this is going to be losing the potency to give the negative results any longer. So you will have some bonding with your family that you were missing out on. The food habits are going to change now. Now you will be experiencing some good news, experiencing some good things coming to your life. Financial growth. Also, there is a possibility of some change, some travels, some journeys as far as your work is concerned. So professionally, you're going to be doing really great. Also, you will be changing your looks, your personality, you will be talking to people, you will be having some kind of upscaling yourself in such a manner that you yourself will actually be in that shock. How could I do this? How I have this kind of energy, talent and potential, which I didn't even see, which I didn't recognize. So all of that is going to be uplifting you any which ways in your mood also. Okay, so that's something which is going to give you some relief there, even if your first and the seventh house are hemmed between malefics, but it is going to be giving you some relief here of getting that stuck up energy, feeling that stuck up energy. Now you're going to be getting that momentum. So this is a very good week for short journeys, short travels, learning new languages, communication, also writing a book, changing of place, the dwelling place, writing some poetry. Also, maybe you will be coming across some influential people this week, some government authorities you'll be connecting, and you'll be deciding upon what about your paperwork. So you're going to be getting that breakthrough also. So wherever your Pisces and Virgo are, you will be getting some relief this week. Also, there is a possibility of buying land and building on that. So you will be starting that as well, that project, or maybe business wise you're going to be expanding. Also, we have a Mercury in the 11th house from the 7th. So this is a very good time for progeny. Also good time to get married. Getting into a relationship is also quite likely. Also, taking good care of your body and your health and your immunity levels. This is going to be enhancing. Just take care of your health, take care of your speech. Don't make money which comes very easy. Don't keep that money. It's not going to help you. It's going to come and go the same way it comes. Okay. So it's better that you don't. See, whenever you do anything wrong, your gut knows it. So when you're doing anything wrong, unethical, there are politicians and people who do it and they just don't even bother. But when you do it, remember the karma comes back 1,000 times with an impact. If not on you, at least on your family, it is going to impact, because second house is the house of family. So whenever you get married, there is expansion of one more member. So we see the second house for that. So when there is an addition in the family, we see the 7th house, second house, 9th house. So these are, and the 12th house for the bed pleasure. So this is something which you're going to be experiencing. If you don't, then your family will, the future family will. So don't do things for your temporary pleasures that actually, leads to a fall for the future generations. So you should be taking good care of your thought process about your way of earnings, doing lesser harm to people. I will not say people are not harming. We are harming each other in some way or the other. So lesser harm is actually better for you. Okay. Saturn is retrograding in your 12th house. So this is a good time to make money also, but in the right way, not in a, don't follow that unethical route and fall prey to the negative impact of the karma. Good time for student natives and good time for getting married also. Okay. Just leave the Adhik Mas, everything will be fine. So this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon sign, and the Dasha sign wise predictions. So definitely a very positive week for you all. So make sure that you follow the right path and follow the right kind of astrologer also. Okay. And astrology can change